I mean, first of all, I think what's very important indeed is that we have to be getting results to, I think, be much clearer about our targets and the means to get there. And the other thing is, I think that we want to make sure that there really is a reflex to work together from the authorities and from all the others that are interested in the region, so that it's completely natural always to address these issues from the big point of view. What we will, I think, put a great deal of emphasis on, particularly for the upcoming programming period, is to make sure that the Baltic work is fully part of the programming and in all facets of the management of those project selections. So in fact, that they are choosing to support projects, for example, that are going to actually reduce pollution, for example, are actually going to provide the better rail links, for example, are going to deal with the question of emissions from ships and so on and so forth. It's very clear that the success, or otherwise the strategy, is going to depend a lot on the cooperation with Russia. I think what has been advancing maybe well is contact between regions, between the different cities, for example. Hamburg, St. Petersburg, Kaliningrad, these have been in contact. There's quite good contact too between the regions, around the Baltic Sea. There seem to be quite a number of specific projects in terms of, well, for example, reducing the pollution into the Baltic Sea in the Leningrad Oblast. And what we're also working on is relations with Moscow, so as to be able to put this in the context of the EU-Russia relationship, in the context of the Northern Dimension work, and also to work with organisations like the Council of Baltic Sea States to make sure we get a good frame, good understanding together for good results. We have to recognise that our Russian friends, that they have their own interests in the Baltic Sea. For them, it's also an important transport route, it's very important, a very important region overall. And I think what we have to do is make sure that we can accommodate their interests as well as the interests we've laid out very clearly. Better, easier crossing of the frontiers, easier trade and so on and so forth, easier mobility, all of that is, these are things that we're working on in a concrete way.